What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XCN today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. But before we do, I actually want to mention something that I said in my most recent video. I know this is like my fourth video in the last 24 hours I've made on XCN. I don't like bombarding you guys, but it's been a dramatic 24 hours, right? We had Justin Sun accusing the XCN DAO, or actually accusing chain.com of doing some illegal trading and causing a pump and dump kind of scheme, and then he took it back. He said, "I'm just kidding. I was wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about." And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about before we get into the video, is the fact that Justin Sun did delete his comments. You can go and try and find them. You can't find the comments. Chain.com on their X account as well, they deleted their comments. So it seems that they've worked something out, probably behind closed doors. There's rumors even that Justin Sun might now be involved with Onyx DAO or with chain.com. So kind of interesting. There's some theories as to what his involvement might be. It could be a mutual kind of agreement of involvement, or it could be like a penance because he made a mistake. I don't know. A lot of people are saying Justin Sun did this because he's a hater, because blah blah blah, and maybe he is, maybe he's not. My thoughts though is that Justin Sun, I think, is a smart guy. I just don't think he's as smart as he thinks he is, and I think he genuinely just made a mistake. And unfortunately, this mistake costed some people some money. I've seen comments not just on my feed, but on some other YouTubers' feed as well, where they talked about selling the low, and that's just unfortunate, my friends. It's unfortunate. And somebody said it. It might have been on my channel. I don't know if it was on another channel or not, but somebody said it, where they said that they sold the low because they heard the news, and by the time that they saw the price, it was down here, so they panicked and they sold the low, and then immediately the price went back up, so they were forced to buy back higher. And they said that sucks, but that, I guess it's a lesson, and that is a lesson, right? And hopefully for anybody who went through this, there is something you can take away from it, right? You made the mistake this time. You won't make the mistake next time. And the mistake was this: you trusted the media. You trusted the story, and in this case, Justin Sun was the media, and then he's not the mainstream media. He could be legit. You never know, but you never know is the main point. You never know. Do not make financial decisions based on unknowns. You really shouldn't. I certainly didn't. It did, this whole debacle, the talk of manipulation or fraudulence. It did affect me a little bit on the inside, but not enough to sell, right? It made me wonder, okay, maybe with this, maybe this price doesn't go as high as I think it's going to go. Maybe it stops at like 4 cents or 5 cents. But now I'm actually expecting the price will probably go above 5 cents, if not above 6 cents. I really do. And that's been the same thing this whole time, right? That's been the given range. But I was genuinely starting to expect after this news that perhaps we don't even see prices above 5 cents. We might stop just below 5 cents. I've gone back and forth, done a lot of thinking today, looking at the charts. And there's one thing that does make me think we could not get above 5 cents. Beyond this negative news, which is no longer negative because we've gotten over it. But if we take the overall high to low here, we have respected this 2272. We tipped it very well. So that does make me wonder if we respect the 2618 here as well, because that comes in line somewhat in this little 4-week period where we move sideways. It wouldn't be crazy to stop there. I could see that. And then beyond all that, of course, if we take the high here to the low there, that's also right in our 786, 886 range. So I could see XCN like to a T stopping just below 5 cents, right there at 4.8 cents. And I actually had some sell orders placed there earlier today. I had a lot of sell orders set up there and spaced out just kind of around that area. I was planning on getting out of XCN and then reallocating to other things, right? Not all of it. I wasn't going to sell all of it, but that was going to kind of be my big announcement today. That was my plan. But I've canceled all my sell orders. The moment that I canceled them was the moment that I noticed that Justin Sun deleted all of his stuff. So the reason why I deleted my sell orders is that gave me more confidence that this is legit. This is legitimate. Justin Sun's just a hater, or he was wrong, whatever you want to say. And the fact that this pump's legitimate, man, I've been in crypto. This is my 3rd bull cycle now. I have learned, okay, when it comes to meme coins, you see this, it wouldn't even last for 2 weeks. It would be 1 week and then you get out. You should get out. You get in, you get out. But with a coin like this, you could see this grow a lot, man. We could see this grow a lot. It's done a 12x in 2 weeks, but It could do more. It really could. You can see it do a 20x over 2 months, a 60x over 2 months. Who's to say that it can't do that, right? So I'm not playing the game with this. I've decided, you know, I don't want to sell, and that can change. If I do decide to sell any up in this area, I'll let you guys know. Of course, I'll keep you in the loop. But at the moment, I am just planning on holding through all of this. If I were to sell XCN on this next move or through this move, whenever it does move up, it would have to be above 7 cents. It'd have to be 7 to 10 cents. It would just have to make an immaculate move that goes all the way up there. And if it kept growing afterwards, then I guess I sold at a bad time, and I missed the golden ticket that did a 500x in like 3 weeks. I don't know, right? But to me, that would just be insane growth in a very short amount of time. I mean, we already are sitting atop a very massive growth in a short amount of time, but enough talk. Let's actually do some TA, okay? If we're looking at the weekly RSI, we are sitting right now at a 97. If we're looking at the 3-day RSI, we have literally hit a 97, 98 as well. These are really high readings, you guys. And then the daily RSI is showing bearish divergence, though it's not confirmed. It's only confirmed bearish divergence if we get a daily to close red. And I'm still not completely convinced that it is bearish divergence because we do have a higher high here. Now, a lot of us looking at this might look and be like, that's not a higher high in the RSI. It's clearly a lower high, and I hear you, right? It's clearly bearish divergence. I hear you. But now hear this. And I did this in a video. I think I did this earlier today, where we looked at it like this, okay? If this was the chart right now, and it was at some point, and I remember making a video on this day calling for bearish divergence. I remember making a video there. I at least mentioned it if I didn't call for it. You can go back and check, though. That's the beauty of the internet. We have a high here and a lower high. If this was the chart right now, and it was at one point the chart, if we looked at the chart right now, lower high here, higher high there, that is bearish divergence. I don't care who you are, that's bearish divergence. I would call that bearish divergence in a heartbeat. No way I wouldn't. That's absolutely bearish divergence, okay? We let it play out a little bit, and it's bearish divergence, and then we moved up. Okay, we can't say it's bearish divergence and then be like, just kidding, it's not bearish divergence now. Now this is the bearish divergence. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. The divergence already played out. This is a different move in itself, and it seems like bearish divergence, and that's why I think this is deceitful. I actually have a theory that what we're doing here, this is technically, it could be derived as one drive of bearish divergence, but I don't even know if it is. My theory is this: we're going to work our way down to the overbought zone, but each time we form a lower high in the RSI, we're going to form a new high in the price, is my theory, okay? So what that would mean then is that likely today, tomorrow, the next couple days, right, at least today or tomorrow, I think, would be red days. If not today and tomorrow, then maybe today's red, tomorrow's green, and then the next day's red. I don't know, but kind of like this. I suspect right now, and I mentioned this in the Discord, I want to talk about it now. I suspect what we're doing is one of two things. And the one that I don't think we're doing is this. I don't think we're just moving up. I don't think we're in the midst of this move that's going to take us above 4 cents, below 6.3 cents. I don't think that we're in this move right now that's going to take us there. I mean, maybe we are to a certain degree. Of course, we're in the midst of that move right now. But what I mean by that, all I mean by that is here we moved up, and then we consolidated for just under a week. Here we moved up. I'm thinking we do the same thing. I'm thinking that XCN right here probably consolidates for, if not a week, at least a few days. It probably consolidates. And in that time of consolidation, our RSI comes down. Okay, it comes down. And then we can get another immaculate read. It's a lower high, but that next high could still come up to be at above a 90 level in the readings, right? The last time we came from an 81 and went above the 90, that gave us a 197% pump in a day. We could do that again, right? Maybe we come from lower prices. Maybe we're all the way down at 1.6 cents. Maybe we don't even go to 1.6 cents and we hold 2 cents. I don't know. I don't know how low we're going to go. But if we saw another 100% pump from there, and I bet we could, that would take us up to 4 cents, right? And perhaps what we do is we just slowly pump, consolidate, and then pump. And then as we are slowly but surely dying off of momentum, these moves are getting smaller and smaller as they go up, and we're building that bearish divergence. That's when we could get a more serious correction. Sometime in February is kind of what my thoughts are. So I don't know how much sense that makes. All I'm trying to say is don't get discouraged with XCN. Okay, it's probably going to consolidate. It probably won't move up today. is my thoughts. I think that it does consolidate. If we move up today, if I'm wrong, and actually I hope I'm wrong, you guys, because I feel like every time that I've said we're going to consolidate or we're going to move, or if I've said the word specifically that we're not going to break out today, that's when we break out. Whenever I say I expect XCN to move lower, that's when we break out. So I hope I'm jinxing it. I hope that I'm doing that thing again where I'm calling for this and then it makes the price pump, but I don't think I will. I think we are going to consolidate more or less like this, just up here, right? And then we'll break out probably sometime in the middle of next week, if not later next week, probably around like Wednesday. I mean, at this rate, if it's Saturday, maybe we could start moving up on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, if not later in the week. That'd be my expectations. But I got nothing else for you guys. I'm just joining on at this point. If you're wondering if it's a good time to buy, sure. Here's my thoughts, okay? Here's my thoughts. Hold on. Oof. So if you hold 0 XCN, you don't own any of it at all, it's a perfect time to buy. You have to buy here. You have to buy here, because you're going to miss it if you don't. But if you buy here, you have to also tell yourself it likely does go down. How low does it go? I don't know. It could go to 1.5 cents. It might only go down to 2 cents itself. It might not go lower. It might just rip. But that's why if you have no exposure to this coin, that's why you buy, because it could just rip. If you have exposure, you've got enough to where if it goes up, it's going to make you happy. It can help you in your life, right? That's awesome. That gives you the opportunity to be patient. You don't have to buy here. It likely does go lower, and you likely can allocate more at lower prices. Is it a good time to buy here? I think it's fine, and I don't think many people would tell you that after sitting about 11x higher than you were 2 weeks ago. I don't think too many people would tell you that, but I think that we have a lot higher to go as far as growth goes, right? I think that you could see another, I mean, what would this be, actually, from the current price? I think that you could see another basically 100% growth, if not at least 80, 90% growth or more at a minimum, probably over the next week. If not the next week and a half would be my thoughts. So is it too late to buy? With that kind of growth in that amount of time, I don't think it's too late to buy if you're looking for a short play. If you have no exposure, I would get in here. If you have some exposure or exposure that you're happy enough with, I think that allows you the privilege to wait and be patient to buy more. If I was looking to buy XCN, and I'm always looking to buy XCN, I suppose, but I'm not looking to buy any right now, to be completely fair. I'm looking to buy some other coins. I'd probably look to buy anywhere from about 1.5 cents to 1.95 cents, somewhere in that area. And if we want to refine that a little bit more, I suppose we can. Let's see. Yeah, I'd say 1.5. It's the same thing, 1.5 to 1.9 cents, somewhere in that area. So that's all I got, guys. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Don't get discouraged, don't get bored. Likely XCN is probably going to be boring for at least, I would think, at least the next couple days, if not more likely the next like 4, 5, 6 days, something like that. And then later next week we'll start to pump. So I think I've said that enough times. Hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.